everyone, Achikah here again, and I am back with another DCUO base tour. We are in a different location for this week's base tour. This is Knightingale. She is my Thanagarian combat medic, and we are going to be taking a tour of her hospital base entitled Aethereus Memorial. And yeah, we're out here in Metropolis. The reason for being outside, usually I don't, is A, I love the entrance to this base. I think it's just really pretty. But B, also, when we enter it, yeah, it's got its own little entryway that I think is fun to load up into, rather than, just be in there already. So we're gonna load on up here. I've been working on this base for a while, ever since the Manor theme came out. I actually started it alongside Arcane Athenium, which is my mage school base. I'll put a link above if you guys missed that one. It was one of my first videos, actually. But yeah, this is just a hospital theme. And yeah, so we load up here onto this teleporter pad. I'm trying my best to cover up the Gotham. Not I love the Gotham area, but I wanted this to look more like Thanagar, so I kind of covered it up and put this little teleporter pad up, and we'll enter our hospital here. So, there are a lot of angel statues, which, I mean, is kind of symbolic of the hospital, but I look at them more as Thanagarians than actual angels, so. So yeah, we open up with our welcome area. So we have a nice little fountain on display here, which I actually adore. I'm really proud of the use of the sprinklers. And I guess we'll start over here on our left. This is our welcome center. So you can, you know, get to where you're going in the hospital, figure out like room numbers, stuff like that. Just an information desk or a check-in kind of thing on this side. And on the opposite side, we have an elevator for easy access to those who need it. And yeah. And if we look above, we have, of course, the elevator up above, too, to match the other. Okay, so, let's, I guess, start by going up the stairs here. And again, this is just kind of like the usual entryway, so it's just kind of like, you know, a bunch of really pretty paintings and plaques of dedication and information about the hospital and all that good kind of stuff. As I showed you the elevator before there, we have some doctor's offices with some signs to let you know exactly where you're going. Fortunately, it is all in an alien language we cannot read. Again, it's a Thanagarian hospital. We have the same on this side as well as a few Phoenix insignias. Aethereus means ethereal, so you know, like Thanagarians, Phoenix, kind of like divine, divinity kind of thing. So, okay, so we're gonna start going into our actual hospital tour. So we start by having a sky bridge, looking out into Thanagar. And our first stop is the pharmacy that we have here. So we have a little waiting room, and then our desk for our attendant or a robot, probably an angelic drone, to to serve us. Got a few more doctor's offices, as well as some nice soothing paintings. And next, we're going to enter our triage / emergency room area. And at its core is our nursing station. So you have the central hub, all the nurses working hard, doctors to keep tabs on the patients and have like a chart and whatnot of who's where and what's where and who's got what. And you've also got, I'll fly up a little bit, I put these Legion things here, so also just a little bit of information, you know, keeping tabs on where everybody is and stats on everybody. So, I'm actually going to start on this side. So, we have our little triage rooms. So they're all pretty tiny. They all have just a bed and a couple monitors, as well as a computerized, status screen here for the doctors to use for quick access. I want it to be kind of a very tech-based hospital, so it's a little more futuristic than a normal hospital. And every room comes equipped with their own TVs, and unfortunately, in DCUO, every single TV has a very, very not so great breaking news, which is probably adding to the stress level of our patients. But, yeah, given we were in Metropolis, I thought this was probably the best TV that I could put up. Okay, so at the end of this hallway, we have a station for our medical equipment for the doctors to grab, as well as a security station. So we have the meds behind there, especially the more potent medicines that you wouldn't want just sitting out in the open. So we have a security checkpoint here. And then just some regular equipment for, treating and wheelchairs and stuff. And if we look around, you could see the medical oxygen containers and cabinets and stuff in there for that. And also a security screen for our security guard to kind of watch over the place while also watching over the med lockup. So, okay. So we'll just keep going. And like I said, just again, some rooms here. And at the corner, we have another mini nursing station. Yeah. And then we'll keep going. Again, more little rooms here. And this is also a second entryway into this area from the nursing station. And then at the end of the hallway, we have a unique feature to our Memorial Hospital here. It is a teleportation system. So, rather than cart the patients from the ER to the OR or to a room like a long staying room, the teleporter, there's one on this end and one on the opposite end of the hospital, so that way it's for easy access for patient transport. Get them to where they need to go without having to really go through more steps than need be. It's completely safe, I promise. There's no Fly or Jeff Goldblum vibes here, I promise. And it's a functioning teleporter that works out very well. And our last part of this area is the waiting room. So again, we have our television set and our chairs. And we also have a area for the kids to kind of be entertained. And an aquarium, of course. As well as the logo for our hospital. I chose the White Lantern banner because it's absolutely gorgeous. And I feel like it fits pretty well. no magazine racks, so I put in a bookcase. So it's a bit more of a heavy read for a waiting room, but honestly, I think I'd rather prefer to read a book than a magazine, so I don't find any harm in it. Yeah, so this is the ER, and we're going to move on. And in this room, we just have a plaque, more information about the hospital. And then we have a information key kind of thing to let you know which doctor's office or whatnot is where it's at. And again, unfortunately, it is in an alien language, so not really quite sure which is what. But I do know that our next stop is going to be the mental health area, or the Psychiatry Office. So we have this nice little entryway here. Absolutely love those Metropolitan arches. Those are awesome. And again, we have another waiting room and a check-in area. And then inside we have our Psychiatrist Office. We have the lounger and the chair kind of situation. And then also the doctor's desk, complete with a bunch of books and accolades and trophies and all that good stuff. I thought the outstretched hand was kind of a nice painting to put in here too. Mental health is super important. And everybody needs that guiding hand every now and again. Alright, so we will enter just a few more doctor's offices here and there. But we'll start going into our cave area, which we will choose to go left first. And this is a dual area. And our first stop is the morgue. So I kind of saw this as a teaching hospital of sorts. So there is a morgue and a dissection and autopsy kind of area as well. As well as organ harvesting for donors and transplants and stuff like that. So we have our drawers, of course, and the incinerators for when we're through. And then we have our autopsy lab, or our harvesting lab too, I guess, really. And again, it's kind of a teaching hospital, so I put a whiteboard up and, you know, all that kind of good stuff. And then we have our technicians' private little office here. Kind of like the head of the morgue. We try not to lose patients here, but unfortunately death is just as much a part of life as anything, so it happens. But at least their organs are going someplace nice and useful. So now we are in the Cryogenics Lab. Again, this is a futuristic hospital, so I thought a cryogenic chamber would be kind of cool. So for those with long-term issues or problems, put them on ice for a little bit until we can come up with a good solution. Or even just storing of bodies as well would also be, needed. So we have our cryogenic pot here, of course, as you can see above. Our nice big robot arms and freezy rays and all that stuff. And then the tubes to put the patients into. And so they go in there, and then they come out as this. And then we have another specialized teleporter for cryogenic stasis storage. Right there. And again, just a nice little lab for our technician to do their work in and control everything from behind the scenes. So that was our kind of cave area for the manor theme. And now we're going to continue onward to our there's some restrooms there, or really doctor's offices, I guess. I kind of thought of them as restrooms, but really, I guess they could be anything. So this is our more long-term care and, OR kind of area. So here, I thought would be the founder of our hospital. I know this is the Wayne family, technically, but I really like this painting, and it's pretty, covers the area pretty well. Ideally, they'd be Thanagarian with wings, but, maybe we'll get an updated version at some point with we'll get another big painting, and I can switch it out. Okay, so we have a security checkpoint area here. This is for doctors and staff only, really. And we have our teleporter, as I told you from the other side, over here. So the patient goes in there and comes out here, or vice versa. As well as the technician center here, and security center, really, for that. So that's that. And then on our right here, we have a staff break room. Doctors and nurses are usually on call for a really long time, so they need a nice, clean place to, take a break and get some food and also possibly take a nap. So we have a little kitchen area here for storing lunches or making lunches, and then the couches just for sitting out. And then we've got a small little changing room here to change in and out of scrubs or to get fresh scrubs if need be, depending on the situation. Alright, and then we'll come around here and we just have a few little doctor's offices here. So, nothing really super special. It's just if somebody comes in for a checkup, or this is a long-term, need, there's just a room here for them to, be seen in. So here's one here. And we have a session going on in there that is occupied, so we won't go in there. But yeah, here's another one right here. Again, just some simple, just a simple doctor's office, really. And on our right, we get to the MRI machine, actually. So we have our machine here, and the patient goes in and, of course, gets scanned. And then we have our where the doctors go for the scan to check the results and kind of facilitate it as well, because it's a pretty powerful magnet, so we don't want any, anyone in the room that doesn't need to be in the room. My teleporter's also back there, I'm sure you can hear. So yeah, we have our operating center, and then where the patient goes, and just for emergencies, we have some extra medical accoutrement on site. Alright, and now we come to our other hallway. We have a few more nice paintings and offices, as well as another information center to guide us where we need to go. But we also have our gift shop, in case a loved one is, in here. You could always go and buy them some flowers, there's some balloons, candies, something to brighten their day. And then we have a matching sky bridge, like the one on the other side. And that is our hospital. That is Aethereus Memorial. And I've been working on this base for a really, really long time. but I think it was worth it. It's one of the more aesthetically pleasing bases I think that I've ever made. Um, and yeah, it really was mainly the only freestanding walls that took forever to get. um, but yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. This actually might be the last video of 2021. I might put one out right before New Year's, but I might also be with family and friends, spending the holidays with them and just kind of winding down and bringing in the new year and all that good stuff. So I just want to thank everybody for, I don't know, all the support and all the very nice comments and positive feedback. I didn't really know what I was doing when I started doing this. I just wanted to kind of document stuff and put it out there, and the response has been like overwhelmingly positive and amazing, and DCO has one of the best base building communities out there by far. It's you guys are all spectacular. So thank you so much for watching, and thank you for I don't know, just thank you for everything. I really appreciate you guys. Um yeah, so if I don't post again before the new year, I hope you guys have a wonderful new year and you take some time to relax and uh yeah, and just know that I'm really grateful for everything that you know, for our little community that we got here. So hopefully the new year will bring just as much joy and good things our way. So all right, guys. Well, until the next one, you guys take care, stay safe, and have a wonderful new year. All right. Bye bye.